If you've been going through a difficult time financially, or if you feel stuck, this message is for you. This is a money healing and money empowerment card message based on the Abraham Hicks Money and the Law of Attraction card deck. So this is the one that I feel really called to start with. It's number 49. We've never gotten that before. And it says, I am always receiving the essence of what I am giving. So this looks like a juicy reminder. Let me read the back of the card for you. What you are living is always an exact replication of your vibrational pattern of thought. Nothing could be more fair than life as you are living it. For as you are thinking, you are vibrating. And as you are vibrating, you are attracting. And so you're always getting back the essence of what you are giving. Very powerful message here. And if you look at the picture, it's like two hands and spirals, and it's kind of like you literally are creating your reality. It's like clay and you're molding it, right? And that's kind of the essence that I get here. So the message of this card here is we're always giving. We're always giving based on our thoughts, based on the way that we feel. It's always sending out messages and signals vibrationally. And so we're always giving. There's always something that we're giving out. Is it positive? Is it negative? In your pain or struggle, you have nothing to give back. Like sometimes we have this mentality that if we're in pain or if we're struggling, that we are somehow good, right? It's the smarter energy, and we think that if we're thriving, we feel bad about it for some reason, like we don't deserve it, or who are we to be happy or successful or whatever it is, when there's all these people around the world that are suffering. There's so many reasons that we unconsciously feel like we have to stay in pain or struggle in order to survive in this human experience. But when we are in pain or struggle, is what our card reminds us, is that that's all that we are offering to the universe. That's all we're giving out, not just to the universe, even to the people all around us. We kind of give them that energy. We don't give them the best of ourselves. We give them maybe a more stressed out version of ourselves or more fearful version of ourselves because we're in pain or struggle. But it's saying I'm always receiving the essence of what I am giving. So when we're in pain or struggle and we're giving that out, then it's like we're just going to get that back. And I know it's hard to hear that if you are actually in the midst of pain or struggle. It's hard to hear that. And I think the best thing that I can say in those times is like, don't try to focus on the good all at once, because it can feel impossible if you're kind of down in the trenches. But if you just let it go and you just don't think about anything negative for a while, even if you can't let the thought of that thing go, but if you just can focus on just neutral statements, neutral thoughts instead of negative thoughts, then naturally it will start to rise, and then it'll feel easier and easier to get positive. You don't even have to try. You just have to leave it for a little while, and then it kind of will naturally happen. And so when it comes to finances, I think sometimes people forget this. There's so many messages about money in our media and everywhere about scarcity and limitation that we forget that when we tune into that, when we believe in that, that's all we're going to get back. And so it can be hard sometimes when you're, for example, applying for a job and everyone's like, oh, the job market's so awful. The job market's so bad. You'll never get it. It's so hard to get a job. You should just take whatever you can get, because that's like all that it is nowadays. And you don't listen to a single one of those messages. Like just don't. Because the minute you allow it into your reality, the minute you allow it into your, that might be true, then you start to see more evidence of it, and then it starts to happen. I've always never operated with that mentality ever since I learned about the law of attraction. I remember a personal example when I moved to Dubai first. Everyone always said like Dubai's the most competitive job market in the world. And you could say that's true. It probably is true. I think statistically it's probably true. And they're like, you're never going to find a job, and it's so hard. And I wanted to get a job there so that I can have a visa, so that I can like stay and all of that. Like I needed a job. I literally remember telling myself, like, I will not let a single statement like that enter my reality, because I'm going there and I'm going to manifest something so spectacular, and I will not let anything affect me to do with the jobs, like nothing. And literally, guys, within a week and a half, I had signed a contract for a job. Within a week and a half, okay? I put in work. I was going door to door, literally in office buildings, and telling them, here's my resume. I'm looking for work. Do you guys want to hire me? I was doing work. But mentally, like, I just did not have a single thought of the job market's competitive, the job market's that. I was like, this is gonna be so easy, it's gonna be so fun, I can't wait to find my job just around the corner. It's just around the corner. And that energy really magnetized it to me. That's just an example that's coming up. But you're always giving out, right? With the thoughts that you're thinking and with who you are being, in your money situation will reflect that back to you. If you are in pain or struggle right now, let the subject go for a little while. Focus on other things. Focus on what you are receiving, what you are having. We think that if we focus on needing to make more money, it will help us make more money, and then that can be the only solution. But sometimes it's actually more of a block than anything. That actually gets in the way more. How do you know? If it feels bad. If it starts to feel stressful, if it starts to feel bad, then you're gone in the wrong direction, and you can only attract things that will feel bad like that, or have that stressful or whatever tinge to it that you're feeling as you are thinking about that thing. If you're thinking about it and you feel good, you feel expansive, or you feel like, oh, it could open for me, oh, I can't wait, how it's going to open up or whatever, then that's different. Then it's okay to think about that, because you're actually like vibrating with it. You're going with it. But if at any time it starts to feel bad, then you know now you're only going to attract bad in this situation if you keep thinking those thoughts. So time to pivot, time to change. And be gracious with yourself and gentle with yourself on this journey, because it's a skill to practice. And to be able to be like, oh, I'm thinking like stressful thoughts now. Okay, no, let me change that. It's a skill, literally. Especially if you came from an environment where, negativity and criticism was normal. So it's very much a skill to be able to be like, oh, that doesn't resonate with who I'm becoming, or with the opportunities that I'm attracting. Not even with who I am like right now, but the opportunities that I'm attracting, it doesn't resonate. I'm just going to excuse myself and leave. Or just mentally, I'm just going to leave this conversation, So that's coming up there, okay? And then the next card we're going to do, my life is as good as I allow it to be. Many people focus upon unwanted things with no deliberate attention to the emotional guidance within them. And then they try to compensate for their lackful thinking with physical action. Because of this misalignment of energy, they do not get results from their action. So then they try harder by offering more action, but still things do not improve. This is kind of what I was just talking about. Like the air that you breathe, abundance in all things is available to you. Your life will simply be as good as you allow it to be. I love that so much. It's basically what we were just talking about. If you're trying to do something and it feels bad, it feels stressful, so then you try harder. No, it feels stressful because there's a lack in there, either in your thoughts or in your beliefs, or there's some sort of lack in there. That is why it feels bad, because it's disconnected from source, from love, from all positive energy, from all gratitude, all goodness, all support. It's disconnected from that. And that's why, my loves, that's why it feels bad. But people don't realize that's why it feels bad. They think it feels bad because they're not doing enough. So then they go and they do more. And then it feels worse because, again, in the root of it was stress, or was feeling bad, or was not enough, some kind of thought like that. And so the result of it was that. And so it just becomes this painful cycle. I've lived in a cycle, so I know a thing or two about this cycle. I've struggled with adrenal fatigue for a long time. And yes, I'm a perfectionist and all this stuff that contributed, but I also think it was from this too, of this concept of like, oh, I need better results, I need to do more, without really looking at my thoughts and what my thoughts are like. Because those periods of time, my thoughts actually had a lot of doubt, they had a lot of negativity, but I just didn't realize them. And again, like, it's so perfect here. Like, you think that the stress or the lack of results is coming from you not doing enough. You're probably doing more than enough. You probably are. It's just that your thoughts aren't very aligned with it, with the success that you desire. And so the result of the action that you're taking cannot be the success you desire, because the root of it, the intention, the taking action of it was with that lack mentality coming at it, right? So that's kind of the healing and empowerment message that wants to come through today, is like, really open your eyes, so to speak, and pay attention to all the thoughts that you're thinking throughout your day. Not necessarily taking action today, like go about your daily life as usual, but like just be mindful all day. What's going on through my head? Especially as you approach those subjects that you are manifesting, such as money. What are you thinking about money when you manifest it? Because in the root of your thoughts is what will manifest. So if you want to make more money, or to attract more opportunities for abundance, or to have like a better career or whatever, You got to get your thoughts behind it. And if you don't know how, then the best thing you can do is just stop thinking negative thoughts about your current situation. Just think neutral thoughts about your current situation. As much as you can, practice this for weeks, for months, and see how it starts to change. Don't practice this for a day and be like, it didn't work, because that's not nearly enough time. You might see a little bit of results within the first day or the first week. Like, you might see some little changes. Oh, this person smiled at me more, or I got a bonus today. You might see little things, but if you truly want like change, like new tax bracket change, then you want to be applying these things and be very mindful of your thoughts about money, like literally all day long, because whatever you think about money is what will come back to you. If you're like, money is hard to make, money is hard to make. If you're like, money is easy, money will be easy. And it really works like that. It's just, and like, that's the difference between somebody who makes, you know, $1,000 an hour versus someone who makes $20 an hour, right? Yes, there's skill and there's value and there's all that stuff, other stuff that you could say is involved. But at the root of it all was that that person who's making $1,000 an hour chose to believe in their value, chose to believe in abundance, chose to believe in that they can achieve this thing way before it was actually made manifest. And now they're making $1,000 an hour. Way before that, they had to really lean into those beliefs and into those energies, right? Concrete those feelings in their body, feel them so much that it becomes like, yeah, of course, this is normal, not like, oh, this is so uncomfortable. Because at first it's going to feel uncomfortable, that cognitive dissonance where your brain is like, wait, this is a lie, this is not true. And then eventually, once you push past that, it'll be like, yeah, of course, this is so normal. And then you'll have it. But that's what I mean by concretizing that feeling in your body. It becomes so familiar to you. So those are the messages that are coming up. I don't want this video to run too long. So we're just going to talk about those 2 cards that came up. So my loves, if you are going through a difficult time, if you're struggling financially, or maybe you're not struggling, but you just feel like stuck and you're not like improving, this is your reminder today to really take a breather and to pay attention to what thoughts you're thinking about money throughout your day, what thoughts you're thinking about bills, about all the stuff, about work in general. And the more that you clean up your thoughts around those areas, the more that you can receive. But you literally block your own reception. When you are in stress, you block your ability to receive. And so all you will attract more of is stress. So it's a simple solution. It takes time to practice. I promise you, you will see results. This works for everybody universally. There's no exception here. There's no exception that it wouldn't work for you. It will absolutely work for you if you apply it, but it starts with doing something different. If you do the same things, you're always gonna get the same results. Right? You gotta do something different. I know that this is the message that you needed to hear today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you would like some coaching, I've been so called lately to start offering my coaching sessions again. If you want a mentor, a coach, a healer, a friend, someone to talk to, then I highly recommend that you click on the link. I'll put it in the description and you can book a coaching session with me. I am a certified spiritual life coach, intuitive life coach. But I also have many tools in my belt that I've learned over the many years of doing this work. And so I would love to support you. I also have other links below. If you want to stay in touch with me, feel free to give me a follow on TikTok and keep up with my daily little shorts there. That's all that I have for you today. Thank you so much, my loves. I'm wishing you the best rest of your day. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.